Innovation and creativity are two of the many qualities that Butler's Pantry Catering Solutions poses to achieve their clients' desires to celebrate special occasions. And here to tell us more is Chief Development Officer Maggie Barton. Hi, Maggie. Welcome to the program.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Well, I have a pantry in my house, but I have no butler.
So you're halfway there.
Halfway there. But I guess you guys are sort of a butler for people at social events.
Absolutely.
Those are my words, but how would you describe it?
So we are catering and events is really what we do, but it's really the people that we're preparing for, that we're helping to entertain. That's speaks to more who we are.
Catering events. That sounds easy. Like, you just have a bowl of potato salad and some plates and things, right? Is that all there is to it?
Seems simple, right?
Yeah.
No, it's actually I would say it's the perfect blend of art and science. It's pretty amazing what our culinary team can do, but from a logistics standpoint and from a sales standpoint and creativity and making sure that while this company is rooted in tradition, that we are constantly inspired by innovation. It's a much more complicated process.
I'm going to ask you a little bit about the history of the company
Sure.
In a couple of minutes. But what kind of events do you do? I would guess, would weddings be predominantly, or is it more diverse than that?
So it's a little more diverse than that. We do a lot of weddings, especially on the venue side of things. We operate several venues, Palladium St. Louis, the Coronado, Jewel. We also cater in probably around 40 others. But we do a lot of private home parties. We do celebrations for corporate clients. You kind of say we do anything from a private dinner for 2 people to festivals for thousands.
Now, come on.
Oh,
People would
true.
actually hire you for dinner for 2.
Of course.
What is that dinner for 2 like? It's probably not like dinner for 2 at my house.
No, it's probably a little more intricate, at least, than dinner for 2 at my house as well. But it's always nice. It's always creative, custom. It really depends on what the client's after.
So it could be a dinner for 2, or like, what's the biggest function you've ever done that comes to mind?
Biggest function, probably, we're actually involved with the Great Forest Park balloon race.
Really?
So we'll see over 100,000 people through that event specifically. For a private client, for a corporate client, you're probably talking closer to 2,000, 3,000 people.
I want to know what you do for the balloon race, because when I was in my mind picturing what you do, I pictured, a nice banquet room or somewhere.
Sure.
And you set up the tables and do all that. But when you're talking about the balloon race and all those people, what are you doing out there?
It's amazing. So we can go just about anywhere and set up a kitchen, that kind of brings the science and the art into it. We can set up a kitchen, and for the balloon race specifically, we have the Glow on Friday evening. So we do the big event for the Humane Society, which is an incredible event. And then we do the VIP tent the next day, among other things, for the race itself. So it's a fun event. It's kind of an iconic event for St. Louis.
So Butler's Pantry, when you talk about catering and providing food, are you actually making the food, or do you contract with other people, or how does that work?
We are making the food. We do just about everything from scratch, and we really pride ourselves on what we prep in our commissary in Lafayette Square. We are taking those products to the home, to the office, to the tent, wherever it may be, and really finishing and cooking on site. So you're getting restaurant quality, but in a catering setting.
See, I would think that'd be really interesting, because every client's going to have, when it comes to food, there are a million different kinds. And varieties, and everybody has their own taste. So that must be interesting. It must be almost something new for you all the time.
It is, which is a challenge, but it's also an exciting one, I think, for our team in general, whether it be sales, operations, culinary, you name it. We're always doing something different, something new, but we also have the classics that we just can't take off of our menu because people request them. The Parmesan asparagus spring roll comes to mind, which has a truffle mayo dipping sauce.
Ooh.
That is one that clients have asked for, gosh, we've been around for almost 52 years, so probably about that long.
Any strange requests that come to mind that, like, you thought, I never heard of that one?
You know what? A lot of strange allergies coming through. I think that's becoming a bigger and bigger challenge for us.
So people with that have to have a menu that reflects whatever.
Absolutely. So we have to get creative and still deliver on something very high end and something both beautiful and delicious, but that's something that's really catered to that specific person or that guest's allergies, needs, desires.
Well, how many clients are you seeing in a year's time or on a monthly basis? Does that vary a lot?
It does. It varies a little bit seasonally. Being in St. Louis, we have a 50-degree weather today.
Is spring busy for you?
Spring is really busy. So kind of the warmer, the nicer it is outside, the busier we are.
And probably more weddings when the weather gets a little bit warmer too.
Oh,
right?
definitely. That April really through early November, wedding season.
All right, well, I've got some more questions for you. Will you hang around?
Absolutely.
Great. Stay with us right here at STL Live. We're going to learn more about the Butler's Pantry, and we'll do that right after this break.